30 years. I've been on the earth for 30 years. I've done a lot in those 30 years. I was born in Jamaica. I was a good student. I was an athlete. I moved to America. I was a good student. I had girlfriends. I went to college in California, moving from Florida. Did all kinds of shit. Became a YouTuber. Did that or I'm still doing it, but been doing that now for almost a decade. I was an atheist. I became incredibly religious. I deconstructed. And then I found this. And I can say without a shadow of a doubt that this is unlike any other period of my life. The way how my life is going now is unlike any other period of my life. See, in all those past phases of my life, they may have had different themes, different characters, different colors, but they were all the same. This is different. It has been several months since I've had a bad day. In all of my 30 years, I cannot think of a time in my life, probably since childhood, and I mean when I was a little guy, that I could say I have gone several months without a single bad day. For the last several years, for as long as I can remember, I got sick several times a year, every year without fail. I mean, it's been now February, March, April, May, June. It's almost been half a year. Haven't gotten sick once. And in that time, I've had to deal with all kinds of stressful things, including moving, which is one of the most stressful things that people endure. I have never seen this much upward progression in my life, in every area of my life. When I look back at the course of my life, I would always find something that I wanted to improve, and then I would see other shit fall off. So if I wanted to improve my productivity with my work, I would neglect relationships. If I wanted to increase my health and wellness, my fitness, my productivity at work would decrease. If I wanted to prioritize my relationships, my health and fitness would, it always felt like I was trading one thing for another. Yet for the past 6 months, my health, I'm shredded right now. Well, am I shredded? Absolutely shredded. Guys, I'll be honest, I haven't been to the gym in 6 months. I'm in great physical health. My sleep has never been better. I keep making more money. Month over month over month, I keep making more money. My wife and I haven't fought in months. It's been over a month since my wife and I have even butted heads in the slightest. And it's been months since we've had a full, real fight. And that fight lasted less than 24 hours. When I compare that, I've been married for almost 4 years. When I look back at the previous 3.5 years of my marriage, that shit wasn't happening. We weren't going months at a time without fighting. Not since we've been married. Before we got married, we never fought. And then after we got married, we would bump heads from time to time, especially when the kids were born and we didn't know what the fuck we were doing and we were both getting overwhelmed. And then, of course, shit really hit the fan when I became religious. And shit really, really hit the fan when I took that to a very extreme place. But even after deconstructing and coming out of religion, and or even prior to deconstructing and becoming less extreme, we were still fighting. And I don't think that's uncommon. I don't think it's uncommon for any couple that lives together who's been together for over 5 years, because we were dating for over a year before we got married. I don't think it's uncommon for them to butt heads at least once a month, right? I think a lot of people, they butt heads more often than that. And oftentimes, the ones who don't butt heads and fight with each other, it's because they're ignoring each other. But we are so close, closer than we've ever been, more united than we've ever been. I work from home, she works from home. We got 3 babies that are a handful. We have all of these things going on, yet no fighting. Never had a better relationship with my little sisters, my parents, my friends. Every aspect of my life gets better and better and better. It almost feels every day, to be honest. Every day I can feel myself. I feel more confident, less anxious. This is what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to feel like this. Like I got it figured out. Like I understand how to play the game of life. This is what I've always wanted since I was a child. And I never before felt like I got it, even when I was having successes in the different arenas of my life. I never felt like I really got a handle on this shit. And it's because it took me until I was 30 to actually understand what the fuck is going on. The reality that we live in, each of us, we are designing our reality every moment of every day. Everything that you choose to engage in is actively shaping your reality. You know, on Tinder, how you swipe left and you swipe right? Life is kind of like that. You're presented with an event, and you have the opportunity to decide whether or not you're going to engage in it and how you're going to engage with it. Oh, you notice that person has a bad attitude? Would you like to engage? Yes or no? When you get to the point, the more you can laser in on only engaging with things that serve you. That's the big thing. Things that serve you. Things that harmonize with your desired reality. Once you get to that place, everything just starts going well. Everything just starts going easy. Everything falls into place without any effort. That's the crazy part. It doesn't feel like I'm trying. I'm not trying to stay lean. I'm not trying to grow my YouTube channels. I'm not trying to have a good relationship with my wife. All I'm doing is choosing. What do I engage in and with? Even when you practice gratitude, you're engaging with things that serve you. Things that, oh yeah, I want more of this shit in my life. I'm focusing on that. Another big thing to note is the significance that an event plays in shaping your reality is directly related to the strength of the emotional response that it evokes within you. And so when you approach the gas station counter and you have some gum, whether or not you take and purchase this gum will hardly do anything to shape your reality because it evokes no emotion. It's nothing. It's meaningless. Have the gum, don't have the gum, doesn't fucking matter. But when you bring your head up to talk to the clerk and you notice the clerk has a bad attitude, now if you engage with that clerk, especially if you engage with that clerk with a frustrated, annoyed, angry mindset, those are the emotions that you're feeling. Now that is something which will shape your reality. And of course, even that, it's not the one event here and there that shapes your reality. It's the collective. It's all about momentum. That's why most people live unimpressive lives, because they're all over the place. They are engaging with all kinds of shit. Good shit, bad shit, shit that contradicts each other. The more you can just laser in and focus on engaging with those things that serve you. And of course, in order to know what those things are, you must have a pretty clear idea of the reality you wish to experience. Without that, then you can't discern what serves you from what doesn't serve you. Do you have a clear picture in your mind of what a perfect life for you would even look like? First, establish that. And once that has been clearly articulated and understood within your mind, now it's simple, now it's easy. Anything you don't want more of, do not engage with. Simple. Especially do not engage emotionally. Be neutral. I don't want my children to throw more tantrums. Doesn't mean I completely ignore them when they're throwing a tantrum. I remain emotionally neutral. You could say I'm ignoring them to a degree, but I'm not making them feel as if I'm not aware of their presence. I just communicate with my body language, eye contact, the lack of talking, that I am not interested in this behavior right here. It's like I'm looking at them like this. They're going, ah! And it's like, And then once they calm down, I'm like, that's what I want more of. Pick them up. Do that with every aspect of life. Life itself will teach you how to play the game of life if you're paying attention. You can find all of the principles of manifestation and living just a kick-ass life in literally anything. Anything, bro. Video games, working on cars, bodybuilding, relationships with friends, a partner, a child, work, literally. And that's because at the end of the day, everything is just energy and everything is being governed by the same universal principles. Even the Bible talks about that, how you can just look at nature to understand God. Everything works exactly the same way, bro. Everything. Once I realized that, life just became easy and simple. And so that's my encouragement for you today. Try and gamify life. Every event, especially the ones that evoke emotions, strong emotions, whether good or bad. Ask yourself, do I want more of this? Do I want to swipe right or swipe left? Do I want to engage? Whenever you engage, you're telling the universe, I want more of this. Especially if you engage with a high degree of emotion. That's the big thing. The better you can become at that, the faster your life will become exactly the way you want it to be. I hope that helps.